Hi Rick, how you doing?
Good morning, Keith. I'm great. How about yourself?
Good, man. The title of this podcast is inspired by a colleague at Mayo. Her name is Barb Tomley, and the title of this podcast is called The Depth of Influence. So we had a retreat here recently at Mayo Clinic in Arizona for the Joy and Wellbeing Office, where I have the privilege of working with some great colleagues who are very passionate about supporting the well-being of our staff so we can take care of ourselves and each other, and importantly, equally importantly, take care of our patients. So Barb and I arrived 30 minutes early before the retreat was to start. And so it was a great opportunity to connect. I mean, we chose not to be on our phones or do extra work or anything like that or try to catch up on work. We chose to connect. And so I started asking Barb a series of questions like I often do with my friends. And we got on this topic about somebody from her and so as part of, I was tasked with coming up with the connection experience of the retreat. Two instances of that on the agenda. And what I wanted to do was I emailed everyone who was invited, about 20 people, and asked them to send in an image that I could slow in a slideshow of them engaged in an activity that supported their well-being and brought them joy. So Barb sent a picture of her on stage doing a piano performance on, a Steinway piano. It was beautiful, and she was there doing a performance. So I started asking about that and how it started. And she said it started with my old coach and teacher. His name was Gordon Kuhn. And she said that what was interesting about him, he was like a second dad. He was also the announcer and clock operator for the high school basketball team. And he touched so many lives during the many years that he was involved in the community. At his funeral in Stewartsville, Minnesota, the team showed up in their high school uniform, all of them, all the people that played on that team, on many of the teams that he was the announcer for and the clock operator. He encouraged Barb to play piano in the third grade. And when she was in seventh grade, he told Barb she was ready to play for the high school choir. And
Wow.
incidentally, she wanted to play the trumpet. She was so passionate about wanting to play the trumpet that her parents wouldn't let her play, that there was another classmate who had a trumpet, and she would ask to carry the trumpet home for her in the case all the way home. That's how much she wanted to play. And so she learned how to really play the trumpet too. And so when she was in seventh grade and she was about to play for the high school choir, before this big performance, he said, Barb, you're ready. If you mess up, don't make a face or stop. With the packed audience in the auditorium, and just before they were about to go on, Rick, he would say, just keep playing. No one else will know. Only you and I will know. And she just kept talking about how she played beautifully, and I asked, did she mess up? She said, yeah, I messed up, but I just followed what he told me. And I just kept playing, and I didn't make a face or anything like this. Her whole life has been like that, to where she's really been present in the moment because she's been inspired by him. She said it was never about him. And he was a father of seven children, a really happy family. And he said that he made all his children feel this way. And this was communicated at his funeral. And she said he was present for you. If he was doing carpentry or watching a game and you walked in, he would stop what he was doing and just be totally focused on you. So I was just so inspired by that story of the depth of influence. I know that when I'm in your presence, Rick, you will literally be in the kitchen chopping food and stop and put the cutlery down and just make eye contact, and we'll just connect on a very deep level. So you've obviously been very influential in my life. And wasn't that just a beautiful story about Barb and Mr. Coon?
It's incredible, Keith. And it's a testament to you about what a great listener you are and how people feel in your presence when they're heard. That's something that I think, all long for is the ability to communicate in a way where other people understand who we are, because there's so much misunderstanding and misapprehension. To come across a guy like you who's going to listen is incredibly rewarding for the
Wow.
speakers. I want to acknowledge you for that. I'm sure Barb felt wonderful telling you the story. You know, one thing that comes to mind about the chap who gave her that encouragement is that I think, you know, it's sort of a continuum in life. You know, you start at point A, end at death, and
Right.
in between, it's like the stock market, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. But the idea is that the downs are teachers. You know, the things
Yeah.
that really get you are the teachers. And the sooner you learn that you're going to get smacked a lot and you're going to fall, and the sooner you learn that that's okay, everybody has the same experience, and that
Right.
you can use that as a learning opportunity, and you get on your feet. You know,
Yeah.
there's a great Zen expression about this that I'm sure everyone's heard it, but I'll repeat it because it's consistent with your theme here today, and that is that get knocked down 7 times, get up eight.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
think that's really what the coach was saying. You know, start out there and do your piano playing, and by God, just do the best you can do. And when you hit a wrong note, you don't stop and freak out and say this is the end of the world. It's just another blip. It's just another trip. It's just another opportunity for you to buckle up your courage and push forward a little harder. And I don't care what your role in life is, you know, whether you're working in a high pressure job or whether you're working in a situation where you don't like the people that you're with, whatever your challenge might be. The idea is that if you get knocked down, and you will, how quickly you get up without dwelling on the failure will be a testament to how successful and how happy your life will be, in my humble opinion. I love the story, though. I'd love to meet Barb. That sounds
Oh
incredible.
man. She's wonderful, man. A great colleague, Rick. Thank you so much, Rick. I love you, man. And I'll see you next time.
Next time, buddy. Adios.
Adios.